Hey, so let's go over the next icon on the Instagram app here, and that would be the likes. So here's the likes page, and this is probably one of the more important engagement pieces that you want to be looking at consistently. And I'll just go over what it's all about. So here I've got promotions, and that's for more on the Instagram ads. We'll talk about that later. This is, any new people that are either following you or they're liking your stuff. This is where they're going to show up. And then this is all the messages that you've already seen before. Check these out, though. Anyone that leaves a comment, it should be your duty to go and respond back because it's so important to keep that engagement going. So you want to go in there, be like, okay, he mentioned me. I need to look at this individual. I need to go back, talk with him, and respond, and either give them a heart message or what have you. As long as you go and you say, hey, wow, thanks a lot. Anyone that makes a comment on your images, you don't want to leave them hanging. They're interested in what you've created, so it's perfect time for you to go and be like, hey, thanks a lot. Now, you might get a lot of likes and whatnot, and at which point, I wouldn't really recommend trying to follow up on everyone who likes your photo. It gets pretty extreme, but it might be worthwhile to check out, oh, hey, somebody liked my photo. I wonder if this is somebody I should be following, somebody who might be engaged with my brand. You might want to have that dialogue because that individual is already expressing an interest in your content. There's going to be a lot of spammy people, so people that are liking your photos, they're not actually real people. Those ones, you just sort of ignore. You can kind of tell because if their either account is private, well, anyone can have a private account, but if their account just seems shady, then you don't have to, engage with them. Just use your discretion and treat every engagement as an opportunity. You never know. I mean, if they're spammy, no big deal. Uh, but it gives you an idea here in this feed who's following you, who you can follow. So this is where you can really start looking at who's checking you out. If you go over to the following feed, I don't really use this tab that much, but it gives you an idea of the activity. Maybe, somebody's liked like 10 of your photos, then it might be worthwhile to consider reaching out to them. If people are really active, like for instance, West Coast Lifestyle Clothing, I almost consider them like an apparel competitor in a sense. So, okay, they liked 6 photos. I might go in and actually look at who these people are with these photos, and I might look at their competitors and be like, look at these competitors and be like, okay, I wonder if I can get their fans to come over and check out my photos. And it's actually a good strategy that I'm using is that I'm liking my competitors' followers' photos. So I'm engaging with people who are already expressing an interest in my product. So that's something I recommend. Huge marketing tip here is to connect with your fans and the fans who are on competitors' Instagram accounts because that is really critical. Look at your fans currently, but also if you want to get more fans, check out competitors' sites because competitors' accounts are going to have a ton of opportunity for you to maybe convince them to check you out too. And it doesn't hurt. Like if they like you, they'll check you out. So the likes are really important. For me, in terms of my like strategy, I try to like 200 photos in my relevant hashtags per day. And then I also try to comment on every 10 of the 200, every 10 of those photos, I do a comment. So after every 10 likes, I will comment on an image. And then what I'd like to do is this is what I do. I also like 50 photos of my current followers so that I keep them engaged, keep them showing that I'm interested. And then what I'll do is I will comment on every 5 of my followers' photos. So that's another strategy that I recommend. And then the other piece is what you want to do is add in that strategy of maybe 100 competitor, images that you go and you like, and then you actually comment on each one of those images. So you should hit up and follow. Actually, I've found that 34% of the people who I'm following, commenting, and liking photos on will actually follow me back. So what you want to do is be like, okay, so I'm going to look at, for me, maybe one competitor would be Stussy. So I'm going to go on the Stussy apparel Instagram page, and I'm going to like a bunch of their, I'm going to like, comment, and follow a bunch of their followers. And what it shows is that I'm engaging with those followers. They already like that type of apparel. Well, they might like my type of apparel too. So then they'll go and they'll check me out as well. So it's a really great way to say, hey, you like that brand, you might like us too. Huge, huge advantage when people are already engaged with that type of product, because then you're not digging at needles in a haystack. It's a little easier when people have already expressed an interest and they're already following a brand like yours. So get those likes out there, set up a like strategy so that you're always liking every single day, so that you own the engagement, and you don't lose followers. I stopped engaging and liking with people for like a day or two, and I lost 10 to 15 followers just because I didn't engage with that individual. So really get involved with the engagement side of it, and talking with people and having the conversations, liking their photos, and do it genuinely. Don't just randomly like a bunch of random things. Get specific, go to your relevant hashtags so that you're liking photos related to what you do, and just keep hitting those accounts up. So that's the like overview, as well as some of the strategies that I use to um, to to build up my following organically without illegal buys, because you can illegally purchase. You can use hashtags like L for L and F for F, which is follow for follow and like for like. Interesting strategy. I don't think it works because you're getting people that don't even care about you checking you out. I want people who would care about my brand to check me out, not people who are just like, oh, I just want to just randomly do it just so that you'll check me out too. No, you want to be specific in what you're doing and how you're doing it. So definitely use the relevant hashtags, and continue to use that liking strategy. So yeah, that's what I've got for this video here. I think that's really useful material for you. Just put it to use. Keep you know keep that engagement. Keep going with it day by day, and then you'll see results. If you feel like you can't keep that up, find somebody else in your team who can keep that strategy going. Okay, don't slow down.